Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Couch Conversations. Why don't you go and grab yourself a coffee or a tea and join us. I'm Simon.
And I'm Xene.
What are we discussing today, Xene?
Well, I've got a whole heap of very interesting questions that have been sent to us, and I think the first one we're going to discuss is how can we speak to our children about child abuse without scaring them or exposing them to things that they don't need to be exposed to. This is a very interesting conversation, and it's one that we've had
countless times. Yeah, it's
quite
a very
a lot of
popular,
time
very popular
when
question.
we're in doing events and things like that. And one of the things that I was thinking about, I've had a lot of people asking me about publishing my books. How have I published them? What was the process of publishing them? And I thought maybe that question will be done at a later date, and I might ask my publisher, Ocean Reef Publishing, if he's listening to this, if he'd be willing to come and join us for a conversation.
I'm sure Ocean would be up for anything to do in front of a camera, just
sure
quietly. But yeah, absolutely. So, what about that question?
Well, it's, as I said, it's a very interesting question because, you know, we teach our children about scary things all the time without even realising it, such as road safety. You know.
And no one questions that, do they?
No, they don't. They think that's a very wise discussion to have with our children, teaching our children how to cross a road safely. You don't find children scared of cars and things like that. They just learn how to respect the cars, respect themselves as they cross the road and know what to do. And so the way we think is really important is to teach our children from a very early age that their body is theirs, and we can do it gently.
Absolutely.
You don't need to go into so many details that it is overwhelming for them.
Yeah.
But just to let them know that, you know, their body is theirs. They don't have to kiss people if they don't want to kiss people. It's okay to say no in certain situations. And another big thing is that they can always trust you to tell, you know, they can come and tell you anything. And
so if someone was asking how old would my child need to be for me to start teaching them about body consent and about protecting their own body, how old would you say?
I think at their understanding.
Yeah, right.
Because, you know, your children go into kindergarten early, you know, it depends on the child.
Yeah.
By the time they're 2, quite often they're interacting and they're not in your care 24/7, and you don't quite know necessarily who might be in their company.
And isn't it interesting with some of the seminars that we've done and just the different events that we've done over the years, we've had many people coming along, and you know we'll show you your Brave Little Bear books in a minute, because this is a great tool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
To educate people, but we've had lots of people saying, I don't want to discuss this with my kids.
Yeah.
It's too scary. And what's your general response to that?
My general response: would you be scared to telling them about road safety?
Yeah.
Because this is body safety, and it is as important.
Well, every bit as important, if not more.
Probably more important.
Absolutely.
In some ways.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're next to a busy road,
sure,
of course, you've got to teach your child road safety.
But like you said before, no one's afraid to talk about road safety. No one's afraid to look outside. Look, we've got a road right out there, and to say look right, look left, look right again. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But
every child from a very early age, you know, as soon as they're walking, really, when you're holding your child's hand, say, okay, can you see any cars? Can you see any cars? Okay, let's cross the road. You don't even think about it. Just do it. So again, it's that. How do we approach a child and talk about a child? I mean, you could do it when you're changing their nappy. You could do it when you're in the bath. You know, just gently introduce.
So let's say gently introducing. So is this why you decided to write Brave Little Bear?
Oh, it was definitely one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the reasons.
So do you want to show the folks what Brave Little Bear looks like?
This is Brave Little Bear. This one here, I've got 2 of the books here. I've got the other one down there. Yeah. So this is Brave Little Bear book 1. And
so how old? What children age group is this?
3 to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rhymes. It gently introduces.
How about you read just a little bit of it?
Yeah. Let me give you my cup of tea.
Yep.
So and this is Macy, by the way. We didn't introduce Macy. I don't know if you can see her there, sitting on our lap. As you can see, it's very gently illustrated. It's a beautiful, I think it's beautiful. I love Brave Little Bear, look how cute he is. And so it starts off with just introducing that he's Brave Little Bear and his mommy calls him brave. And
why is he brave?
I will get to that.
Okay.
Well, I might as well read the book to you.
Yeah.
So you can understand how gentle this is. So my name is Brave Little Bear. My mommy says, little bear, you're so brave. When children see you, they want to wave. But once, I didn't feel so brave. There was a time I was very confused. Inside my head, it felt so bruised. I didn't know where I could go, which made me feel so very low. Let's put my glasses on.
You won't be able to see a bit better.
Someone made me so sad. He touched me bad, it made me mad. So mad I began to shake, and my tummy began to ache. I love how my mummy hugs me, and some touches make me feel cosy. But some hugs can make me feel yucky, and some touches makes me feel mucky. I knew that I had to be bold, this secret was too big to hold. But he said that I was very bad, and this made me very sad. My heart became very heavy, my head became very whirly. So I took a deep breath, I was scared to death, but I was bold and I told. I felt sick in my tummy, but got hugs from my mummy. She told me I was so strong, then she held me very long. I spoke to a policeman, he was a happy man. His eyes shined, his smile was kind. I knew I could just get it off my mind. My heart felt light, my head felt bright. It was so good to have told and to give my pain to someone else to hold. Where your swimmers cover, no one else should uncover. If someone tries to touch you there, scream so loud and give them a scare. It's too big not to share. Tell someone quick before you feel sick. My mommy says I'm a brave little bear. You are also very brave. Find someone safe and share. So, as you can hear, it is all rhyming, and it just touches on his story. It's not
hard, is it?
It's not hard.
It's not.
It opens
not
up.
overly confronting either, is it?
It's not overly confronting. Some people find it very confronting, even so.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And I can understand why they
totally,
do.
Yeah.
But really, it is not.
It's very sensitive, and a lot of these kids' books that we've read over the years can be a little bit harsh. And one of the things that you wanted to achieve when doing this was to make sure that it wasn't. One of the comments that a good friend of ours said was that this opened up conversations that she couldn't otherwise open up. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. So you know, it's again, if you're looking for some sort of material, we'll put the link to where you can purchase these books in the description box at the bottom of this video. So you know you'll be able to just click on that and just go straight to the website. So you know, how much are these things?
They're $12.95 each, but I would encourage you to get the whole set because this is for 3 to 7. This one here is for 6 to 12 or 13. It talks about online safety, fear, feelings, the difference between secrets and surprise. You know, it talks about you actually don't have to kiss everybody that you come in contact with, even though everybody wants to kiss your child, and that it's okay to say no.
Absolutely.
You know, and it opens up a whole different type of questions. It is more in depth, but it's definitely worth having. And the third one is here, and it's called Brave Little Bear's Big Letter, and it's Brave Little Bear actually writing to adults.
Yeah, it's great. I've got to tell you, this is my favourite out of all three of the books. This is my favourite.
Why is that?
Well, the reason being is it's because as a parent, that I want to be armed with something. I want to be armed with a tool that I can actually notice some things from my children, some different aspects of children or children in my care, not just necessarily my own children. I'm a pastor, so you know I'm around kids all the time with church and all that sort of stuff. So just understanding and recognizing different traits, and that's what this book does so clearly. And then it points to these two books.
It does. I'm just looking here because, you know, something that a lot of people struggle with is the body consent aspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I'm quite big into body consent. I'm not thinking you have to ask a child before they change their nappy when they're under 1 and they're pooey and they're sore. Things like that. I don't go to that extreme, but I am very high on body consent. So, you know, this here again, it all rhymes, and some of these things here. It says, "Teach me the names of my body parts. Don't be embarrassed. It gives me a head start. It will be easier to explain if I can keep it clear and plain. Teach me about consent with my body. It's my choice to choose, not just anybody's. My body is mine as much as yours is yours, wherever we are, in or outdoors." And it's just to say, you know what? You want to protect your body.
Yeah.
You know, please let me, as a child, be able to protect my own body and teach me how to do that. Give me the tools to do that.
And this is what's so good about this particular series. And this is not just to blow Xene's trumpet. Look, I can't tell you, and I can't reiterate enough. I believe if we can get these sets of books into the hands of every family in Australia and every family around the world, in fact, we will literally save lives. There's no doubt about it. I can't reiterate that point enough. We will save lives. There's no doubt about it.
I have had so many messages from parents who have said things like, "I am so grateful for the Brave Little Bear book. So I was able to have these conversations with my children, find out if they have been hurt or if they haven't been hurt, and to teach them that they're actually okay, especially with split families, and they're going into different families.
You've got a desire, haven't you, for these books?
I do.
What is it?
I've got a big vision for these books. I'd like to see a copy of these books in every primary school classroom in Australia and beyond. But let's start with Australia.
Okay, so how does that work? How can people that are watching this video today say, "Listen, I don't have kids. I'm older now. I've grown up. All my kids are grown up. I don't have any grandkids." But how can somebody that's watching this video today, how can they help someone else?
You can sponsor a set to go into a school. So you can go onto the website, www.attheark.org.au, and go onto the shop. Yeah,
the link will be at the bottom of this. Will be at the bottom of this thing anyway.
And you can sponsor a school.
Yeah.
There's actually a link saying sponsor a school.
We're a charity. We're a registered charity here in Australia. Every donation that's above $2 is tax deductible. If you want to donate towards this, like just before Christmas, we had a business that donated $2,000 and specifically nominated the books, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually wanted us to
distribute. So that's what we're doing. So $2,000 worth of Brave Little Bear books are going out to Australian primary schools as we speak. Maybe that's you. Maybe you've got a heart's desire to see child protection elevated in this country. Whether you're here in Australia or if you're watching overseas, it makes no difference. Well, we've got, how many countries are these in now?
There are 13 different countries.
They're in 13 different countries. And we'd love them. We'd love them to be in many, many more, not just English-speaking countries, because we'd love to get them translated.
We've actually got them translated into an Indonesian
language.
Although then they were actually for a particular school in Indonesia who wanted them translated for them.
But in any case, we're if someone's willing to donate some money, and particularly if you're in Australia here, it is fully tax deductible. So you're going to get a great benefit.
We also want to animate these books. I've been really, really desperately wanting to animate them, because we can then do so much more. Children are very visual. They love books. They also love seeing things on the TV, and nowadays everything is...
At the end of last year, we did a video outlining just what At The Ark's all about, what your story's about, what my story's about, what our story's about, and it outlines the vision that you have for this animation series. So we'll just click up here and you'll see it, and you'll be able to get onto that video. You'll understand a bit more about everything that we say and do. Have you got anything else to add today?
I don't think so. Okay. I think we've pretty much covered that conversation. If you do have any more questions, don't forget to either comment below on the YouTube channel or contact us with us through Facebook or email, Instagram.
Well, thanks for watching today. We really appreciate you watching. Why don't you share this? And if you haven't subscribed already, what are they going to do?
Got to subscribe.
And why is that?
So you'll get notifications. If your notifications are switched on, don't forget to switch your notifications on, otherwise you won't get any notifications. Yeah,
so just subscribe, and we'd love for you to just share this video with as many people as you can, and we'll see you next week for another couch conversation.